What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another special edition of Mock the Mock this week, where we are once again looking at my latest 2021 NFL mock draft over at the Draft Network. And unfortunately, because it's my mock draft and every pick is perfect, it's going to be a short show this week. Okay, so maybe I thought all of the picks were perfect, but I guess you guys disagreed with some of them. Starting at number 4 overall with the Los Angeles Chargers, where I had them taking wide receiver Jamar Chase. And I understand that in no way helps their needs at corner, edge rusher, or anywhere along the offensive line. But let's keep an open mind here a bit. If offensive tackle Penei Sewell is off the board and there isn't another offensive lineman that you want to take at 4 overall, why not form the greatest wide receiver trio of all time in Chase, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams? I tried to convince some of y'all to buy in, but 4 is a tough spot. If the Chargers cannot get Sewell and they're still in the top 5, you got to think it's got to be a trade down. So if you're not into Chase, it's probably a trade down option. Next, let's go down to number 7, where I had the Carolina Panthers taking BYU quarterback Zach Wilson, just like Brentley did in his mock draft last week. And look, I'll say it again. Teddy Bridgewater is far from the Carolina Panthers' biggest problem right now. But if you are looking at a potential franchise quarterback within the next 2 years or just in the short term, this option has to be on the table. Sure, it would be perfect timing to wait another year to draft a quarterback, but what if they're not picking until the middle of the first round next year? You could be playing yourself out of a chance like this a year from now. Nothing is guaranteed when you're talking about things that far out. All I'm saying is, if you think you'll need a new franchise quarterback soon and one is on the table right now, you got to think about it. I like the idea of this, but some Panthers fans, y'all still just aren't buying it. Let's look at the Jacksonville Jaguars' second selection of the first round, where I had them taking Texas offensive tackle Samuel Cosmi. And I thought this was a pretty good investment for the Jags, but some Jags fans, y'all disagree with me. The interior of their offensive line is pretty strong, and though it's the tackles that are struggling, they are younger. It's Juwan Taylor and Cam Robinson, and so I guess people are still thinking they could improve, they could get better, but I'm not so sure that's the way that you should look at this. I don't know if that's the case. Don't get stuck with Cam Robinson at left tackle, making way more money than he should just to play that side like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did with Donovan Smith. You got to be proactive in giving yourself the best offensive line you possibly can. And I think there's an upgrade to be made here. And that's why I'm taking Samuel Cosmi at the back end of the first round to get ahead of what could be an offensive line weakness. That's all for Mock the Mock this week. I recently added round 2 to my mock draft over at thedraftnetwork.com. Round 3 is coming later this week, as is an episode of Favorite Fits.